Hi everyone, today PropertyLimBrothers is at Clementi Park, a country club living within your very own estate. This entire place is surrounded, as you can see, by large greenery and with the space in mind, because the units here, the one bedder, already starting at 806 square feet. And today, we have for you a 1076 square feet, one bed plus study for you today. So if you really want something with a space in mind, do follow us for this home tour. Let's go. Welcome to the unit. We are in District 21 and Clementi Park TOP'd back in 1986. Of course, being a freehold, that's the best perk of it. So for Clementi Park, we are sitting on a land size of 980,000 square feet, making it one out of the 5 biggest land size condo developments in Singapore. Even though we are on 980 square feet, you will be happy to know that we only have 480 plus units, which means that it is low density and low traffic within the project development itself. So it does not feel very cluttered or too overpacked. With these 480 units, 45% of them are above 1,004 square feet. So for those families who are moving over here, you'll be happy to know that it is more of a family-oriented kind of estate. Let's move on to the floor plan analysis. So as for the floor plan analysis, we have study on the right with their very own access in and out of the house. A kitchen tucked to the side which leads to a separate service yard, a spacious living and dining room which has been further enhanced with the enclosed balcony, a common bathroom in the living for easy access to your guests, and the master bedroom which the balcony has already been converted to additional space for your master. Let me just show you the unit. Once you enter through the main door, what we are talking about to our right would be the study. Coming into the study, you are able to fit a bunk bed, or if you prefer, you could have a single bed with your wardrobe space over on this side. And the interesting part about this is on this side, you have your very own access outwards towards the foyer. So you could have the option of renting out this room separately without the tenant coming into your usable area if you want to have some sort of a dual key kind of standard. So next, let's head over to the kitchen. In the kitchen, we have vinyl flooring all throughout that was done up by our owners. You have a movable island on this side, which if you want, you could do up some fixed storage cabinets, because over on this side, you already have your top hung cabinets. Even though you know sometimes for 1 or 2 bedders, they always have a very compact kitchen, or they are the types of kitchen which is a kitchenette along a wall, so you cannot keep it enclosed. But for our unit, we are able to enclose it here, putting 2 glass sliding doors, and your fumes can exit towards the separate service yard, which is on this side. Before we head out, we have your oven, your hob and your hood, some storage on this side, and also a stainless steel backsplash for the wall before your sink. So this is the separate service yard that you have. But one thing, for a renovation idea, you could consider transferring your cooking all the way to this side, having your washer and dryer on this side, so you could do your drying on here, placing a stygian and closing the area so that the fumes are all the way outside, and then you could have your dry kitchen on that side so that you could easier host your guests or some of your friends when you come over. So before we move on to the living and dining, let's talk about the location analysis and what's so good about this location. So located at the end of Sunset Way, we are nestled within a mixed landed 2-story, giving you the additional privacy and also your potential for your exit audience. For public transportation, we have the upcoming Maju MRT along the Cross Island line that will be opening in the second phase. The added benefit of a new road along Brookvale Walk out directly to Clementi Road towards the main road bus stops, taking you to either Beauty World along the downtown line or Clementi along the east-west line, both around a 10 minutes bus ride. For those driving, you are either a left turn and 2 traffic lights to PIE, or right turn and 3 traffic lights to AYE. So we are also 1 road down from the major Beauty World transformation, both commercial and residential rejuvenation, which we will dive into more later. So with With that, let's talk about the dining and the living area. So with the dining area, you got quite a sizable space. The best part, it makes sense because it is directly outside your kitchen. You are able to fit a 8-seater dining table or easily even a 10-seater round dining table on this side. And as you look throughout the house, our owners have placed in storages on various areas. You have more storage needs because you don't exactly have a household shelter or bomb shelter to fit in some of the bigger items. So storage all throughout the house, in the living, in the kitchen, in the service yard area. And when you take a general look at the house, you get this very cozy vibe feel because you have your brown cornices framing the entire house, and also this beam that has been covered and boxed up with that wooden beam kind of feel that allows you to add natural lightings to really illuminate the place. But I really don't think that's a need because you have a 6-panel window facing towards your balcony, which is letting in lots of natural lighting. Coming further deeper into the living, you have a very good wall-to-wall distance. You can even put a huge playpen here for those families with smaller kids. So coming into the balcony, one thing to really note is that the balcony has already been extended out and it has been enclosed. It is quite rare that you're going to see houses with this where you are able to enclose the window with a 6-panel sliding window, allowing lots of natural lighting in. We have composite timber flooring that has already been decked out, storage that has been done up to take over the planter area that was done by the developers, so you have storage all throughout. So there are some concerns because we are in block 137 and we are closer towards PIE. Right now, if I take out my phone, and even though despite us facing towards PIE, once I open the window and I keep quiet, it's only at 50 something. So the foliage and the large greenery that's surrounding us has really helped to block out the noise from PIE itself and really adding some of that homely living to it. But if you want to know more on whether green spaces, do they increase our property value, you can read down on the link below, done up by our PLB Insights that you can click over here. So next, let's talk about the pricing analysis. Within our immediate vicinity, there isn't much comparisons as we are nestled deep in the private enclave of landed housing. But what we have beside us is the upcoming key residences, a 999 years clearing their SSD in December 2023, which might mean they would have an asking price of 2000 plus PSF to 2001 PSF onwards. 99 years launches in the area would be reserve residences or pine trees, which have already transacted for 2400 to 2600 PSF. For similarly comparisons of tenure would be a freehold launch of Foyer, which already transacted back in 2022 and 2021 for 2300 PSF. Newer leaseholds comparisons such as Mayfair or Park Clementi's ranging from 2002 to 2300 PSF. Our last comparison would be a 10-year-old leasehold, which is The Trilling at 1700 PSF. While ours is below 1600 PSF coupled with the fact of freehold status, one road down from Beauty World transformation with 3 phases of integrated transport hub, improved connectivity of downtown with the Cross Island and the North-South corridor, and the Sky Park with the exit plan on landed owners wanting space and freehold status. Or keep it as an investment where you have SUSS, Ngee Poly, or the upcoming Beauty World for a pool of tenants. Next, let's move on to the master. Before we step into the master, to our left right here is the common bathroom, which is a much easier access for your guests when they are in the living and the dining area. And as for the common bathroom, it has been renovated for the flooring. It has gone through this anti-slip solution, which allows you for safety, especially you're using and you don't have a separated, but you could easily add a separated wet and dry area. So coming into the master, on your right, you have the master ensuite, which has the same anti-slip solution and also a bathtub. But the good thing about this master ensuite is that the door does not face towards your bedroom, so it has a bit more of a privacy and more of a cozy feel for your master bedroom. As I was mentioning, throughout the entire house you have parquet flooring, so that is very good, and it has been polished when the owners just moved in about 3 years ago. You have a very good space for your wardrobe, good height. This is about 2.9 meters, giving you a lot of space throughout. Multiple windows in the bedroom. Why, you might ask, is because previously here used to be the balcony, but already has been extended out to have an additional space, such as what our owners have done to keep it as a baby preparation area, or you could have your own personal study on this side. So the master bedroom is not too small. You're able to fit in a king-size bed with 2 side tables and lots of natural lighting. So let's talk about some of what this country club living in this estate has to offer for you. So block 135 and 137 are two of the only blocks in the entire development that are full privacy, not facing towards any of the other blocks. And when you buy this unit, it's like buying a country club membership. Let me list some of the facilities that you're gonna get in this development itself. Some of the usual facilities like tennis court, barbecue pit and playgrounds, a squash court, ping pong area, badminton hall, hiking trails intertwined within your own hill, and even an amphitheatre. Further down, you could take the shuttle service 1 or 2 stops towards Sunset Arcade, where you have a stretch of cozy eateries and cafes, amenities like vets, clinics, salons and more. Or further down to the heartland blocks of Sunset HDB, you would have your hardware stores and coffee shops and other amenities to satisfy your demands. So for families with kids, you would have 8 primary schools within the 1 to 2 km, so a huge plot of land with lower density of units and a lower foot traffic, leading to more serenity for each individual owner. So if you are a young family or a young couple looking for a space and this 1076 square foot listed at 1.75 million negotiable might be the home for you, do contact us for a viewing. Thank you for following us for this home tour, and if you enjoy the place and you want to come for a viewing, do contact our listing managers down below. Do remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons for our socials. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and also YouTube. My name is Lyndon, PropertyLimBrothers, always happy to show you the place. I just redo lah. I'm going to call. We are also on. Okay, too many things, huh? Brothers, always to happy. Always to happy. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.